Good morning, Santa Clarita. Delgado here with you on this Tuesday, May 20th. In studio, we have a special guest from the theater just up the street. We'll talk about that more. From Still We Speak, a night of sonnets and song of in fire relief. We have Shawnee Badger and David in. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming in. I know it's early, but thank you for getting in.
Exactly.
So Still We Speak, it's going to be going on, I was going to say next Wednesday, June 4th, here at the Main. What the production is and what can the audience expect?
Definitely, yeah. So it's going to be in the evening on Wednesday, June 4th at 8 p.m. at the Main, and it's going to be performances by local actors and CalArts graduates and CalArts students, and it's performances of monologues that are about Los Angelenos and Los Angeles and, living in contemporary LA and the struggles and beauty that can come along with it. And then in between those monologue performances, local singers will be performing songs that celebrate or talk about Los Angeles. So it's going to be a very beautiful evening. We're going to have the stage covered in candlelight and twinkle lights, and it should be a really special evening, all to raise money for the Eaton Fire Relief Fund. So all the purchases for the tickets, which are $25, all the money is going to be donated to the Eaton Fire Relief and Recovery Fund. So it should be a really wonderful event. The ticket also includes a drink and light snacks, and we would love to have everyone come out.
That sounds like I would say calming, but actually relaxing kind of night and evening. And David from Santa Clarita Shakespeare.
Yes.
Correct. Now, how was your involvement and how did this all
Shawnee came to me and said, we want to do this for the community. And the Shakespeare has the license, the liquor license for the theater. So we said, yeah, absolutely. This is wonderful. My dad was a fireman. My son's going to be a fireman. And I know a lot of people who were affected by the fires, lost homes and lost everything. So when she said, let's do this, I was all in.
And that was, so many people were affected just because it was right here. And I think like today they barely started opening up the roads and everything like that around in the area. So 100% of the proceeds will the Eaton Fire Relief Fund, which is fantastic. And with your ticket, you do get a drink, like you mentioned. So that's going to be out there. And what, how, I was going to say, did this come to fruition? How did this all come about?
Totally, yeah. So I was thinking about what kind of night could we do? Like what kind of performance could we do to raise money? And I just graduated from CalArts. And one of the things we did in our first year was we performed these monologues from this play called Sonnets for an Old Century by Jose Rivera. And I just thought of that and all of these monologues being about Los Angeles, and they're so beautifully written. And I thought, oh, that would be a great performance piece. And so I got the rights to that. And then I thought, what else would people enjoy? In addition to actors performing monologues. And so I thought music. And so we have different singers performing, popular songs. And just really thought it would be a great thing to do and focus our efforts and support the Eaton Fire Relief and Recovery Fund, which supports families and individuals in Sierra Madre, Pasadena, and Altadena with rent assistance, shelter, food, childcare. So I just thought it would be a really important cause, especially because, we're still feeling, the impacts of these fires. That hasn't gone away, and so we still need to speak about it, which is why the event's called Still We Speak.
And what about Jose work that, drew to you and made it feel like this was the right avenue to go?
Totally. Well, I just loved what the monologues talked about. Some of them are celebratory and there's one piece that's about this, who's celebrating her mother and talking about what a beautiful mother she had. And my piece is about the beauty of the sunsets in Los Angeles. And, then there's pieces that talk about air pollution and just different struggles as well. So I just thought it was a nice, holistic art, piece that kind of talks about, all things, celebratory things, struggles, which is something I think we all understand.
So it's going to be a wide array of different kind of emotions and pieces there throughout the night. And how many are we expected to go?
How many pieces?
Or how many like works or different kind of songs should be read, or is it going to be?
The whole evening is what, about 2 hours?
It's like an hour and 20. It could potentially, we have a lot of people who are very interested in performing, but as of right now, it's about an hour, and it's like an hour and 30 minutes. And there's about, I would say, like maybe 12 monologues, 10 songs, somewhere in there. The monologues are very short. They're short pieces, but it should be a really lovely evening. It'll be like a monologue, a song, and then you can get up and go get a drink or get a snack. So yeah, we'd love to have the whole community support.
It's less about the come see me in a show and more about come support as a community. The fires didn't happen in our community. We've had a lot of fires, and we've had 2019. There were firemen standing on my roof, shooting flames down in my backyard. So I didn't lose my house. And anything we can do to support our greater community to come together, I think is important.
Right, and that's one thing that Santa Clarita is very community oriented. And yes, we are a large city, but we do come together, and even for other communities, as you mentioned, because unfortunately fires do affect us here.
Everyone.
And it's just down the road, essentially, that all of this took place. So it is affecting here. And again, 100% of the proceeds are going to be going, and this is still be spent on Sonnets and song for Eaton Fire Relief. And to get tickets, once again,
the tickets can be purchased at digdeeptheater.org. Another way to find it is search under Santa Clarita on Eventbrite. You can type in Sonnets, or you can type in Still We Speak, or you can type in Eaton Fire Relief. Come up. And tickets are $25, and we'd love to see you there.
Great. Well, thank you for coming on in. And we're going to have the Facebook as well. So if you caught the tail end of this interview, you can hear it in its entirety at facebook.com/KHTS Radio. Thank you for coming on in.
Thank you for having us.
Well, good morning, Santa Clarita. I'm Delgado. This is KHTS FM 98.1 and AM 1220 and HometownStation.com.